This is Football Fan.
And beating, what a screamer! Tilton away, the Tilton from it back.
I've been going to the Portman Road for as long as I can remember. I have very early faint memories of going to see a football match with my grandfather. I grew up hearing the stories about the first match under the floodlights, the new dressing room, the new terrace on the stand, and of course the first television broadcast. Every addition in the stadium was like an expansion to our own house. So there's a home, church and Portman Road for us. That is part of our lives. My grandfather would talk about the very old days of the club, the World War I, and how this ground was used by the army as a training camp for soldiers fighting for the British cause. And he always envisaged that town will be the greatest club one day. When I was born, they were still celebrating England's World Cup win. Everybody was proud of the fact that our manager, Sir Alf, got England its first Football World Cup. They would say, "You know, kid, it's our manager who got England the World Cup." Now, when I look back at it, I feel as if I'm part of something historical, something great. Then came Sir Bobby. Do you want me to speak anything about him? Are you sure? My grandfather was not keeping well. Around the time we won the UEFA Cup, so much so that he couldn't celebrate our greatest ever victory, and he passed away. He passed away a year after Sir Bobby left town to coach England national team. The town got relegated the following season. It was a great loss for us. My grandpa was gone and the team relegated to the lower league.
Who joined them from Coventry City in the summer. Gets his first goal for Nottingham Forest, and what a beautifully struck free kick that was. Butterworth up well for Forest. 10 minutes of the game gone and Forest leading by 1-0.
After 6 years in exile, Town had completed the final step of a glorious return to the top flight. A proud moment for manager John Lyall. In only his second season in charge, Town are promoted as champions.
Can do it again here against Ipswich.
In any game, for any team or in life, there are always tough times. What matters is how you turn the tide in your favour, how you get over the tough phase of your life, and that is what George did. George Burley.
5 minutes from time, they got some consolation for a hard night's work. Chris Kiwomya finding the net. It was Thomas Knight and that big strike that would make the shot on the lead.
And it's Sammy Herpiers.
Here comes Van Nistelrooy, and it's a goal.
This beautiful game of football and life, it's all the same. I mean, I like to look at it like this. You never stop living. Life must go on, and so should the game.
The season finishes
and sadness for George Burley, consoled there by Gerard Houllier. Ipswich Town, their flirtation with the Premier League is over.
But you know, the game has its own destiny. It's like sea waves. It has its highs and it has its lows, and we must cherish the lows as much as we cherish the highs. And then the magic happens. Although we were now a championship club, we did stabilise ourselves there, and we played beautiful football all this while. The game is important, the club is important, and our love for the club is important. Nothing else really matters, you know? The town always had a turbulent journey, and I think many more clubs. I think every club has that turbulence full of ups and downs. So what if we are in League One now? We know how to fight back, and we know how to make a comeback. We've done that in the past. We need to look at our history, the legacy, the champions which we carry within ourselves. It's time we look back at our champions. Whatever may come, I am Ipswich Forever.